Hello, welcome to Easy English. So you might have seen I've made about a dozen videos about understanding the UK. You might then think I'm a bit of a know-it-all, so instead of me teaching you, I'm going to put myself to the test with a quiz about Britain in the style of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? If you also want to play along, then follow the link in the description below and let me know how you get on. Anyway, if we're going to do a good quiz, then we need a good studio background, some good music to build tension, and here we go. Okay, question 1. So let's have a look at what we're dealing with. So I've already noticed that I'm not going to become a millionaire. In fact, all I'm going to win are some gold stars, which are worthless. Okay, so this is my first go at this, and I don't really know my way around. I can see there are 3 hint buttons, a little bit like the style of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, which 2 countries does the Channel Tunnel link up? I know this quite well because I recently came over to Germany and I took the ferry, and I can tell you for sure that the Channel Tunnel, which runs along the same line as the ferry I took, goes from England to France. Specifically, I think you can do Dover to Calais is the Channel Tunnel, or I think you can also get on at like Folkestone, and then I think it kind of can go on a bit further past Calais possibly, but for sure it's A, England and France. Oh, boom! 200 gold stars are all mine. Okay, question 2. Home to United, who now play football? This is a statement, not a question. Home to United, who now play football without David Beckham. They say this like he only just left, but I'm pretty sure he left about 20 years ago. As a fan, I should know this. It is Manchester, who had him throughout the 90s and won loads of trophies, and it was great. If you need help keeping up with this episode, you could consider checking out our Patreon page. We offer reading, audio, video and chat-based extras to help you follow along with all our episodes and to suit your specific level of English understanding. You can choose from 3 levels of perks. The first level gives you reading materials such as transcripts and vocabulary lists, all related to the relevant episode that you're watching. Next question. Where is the main tennis tournament in the UK held? A, Lords, that's for cricket. B, Old Trafford, Manchester United. C, Twickenham, I think that's for the rugby. And D, Wimbledon. So there's even a film about this tournament called Wimbledon. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. The next question is a statement. The birthplace of the Beatles. This one should be the first question in my opinion, because I think almost everybody knows that they are from A, Liverpool. Easy. What is the name of the forest where Robin Hood used to live? Is it A, Dunmore Woods, B, Yorkshire Forest, C, Sherwood Forest, or D, Nottingham Forest? So, funnily enough, I think the forest he lived in was in Nottingham, but it's not Nottingham Forest because that's just the football team. It is Sherwood Forest. Yes! Okay. For 2,000 gold stars, the university town provided the location for Harry Potter's Hogwarts Hall. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. Is it A, Cambridge, B, Bath, C, Bristol, or D, Oxford? Wow, this is tough. I don't really know this. I'm not really a big Harry Potter fan. I know what it looks like though. It's where all the candles are floating around, I think. And they put on that hat that sort of abuses them and tells them which weird house they're going to be in. So I know, I don't know. Oxford is obviously quite a prestigious university and it's quite old, so it makes sense out of all of them. But Bath has like these Roman influences. I don't think it's Bristol. Cambridge also is like an Oxford. This is tough for 2000. Right, I'm going to do a hint just to see. Hopefully it gives me a good option. Here we go. The answer is not C. Brilliant. God, I'll do another hint. It's not A. Okay, I'm going to go for Oxford. I could be really wrong here, but just Oxford is quite an old university, so it makes sense. Here we go. Yes! Okay, one hint left. It's not so good. Okay, next question. Which areas of the United Kingdom have the most rainfall? This is tough. So, I live in Brighton, and I can tell you that it rains quite a lot, but I'd believe it's more northerly, so I'm going to rule out A and B. It definitely rains a lot in Manchester, and it would make sense that it'd be north and west, but I don't know about east. I've never really been to the northeast of England. Or does this mean just the normal, not northwest, but just the west? Oh, this is hard. I'm going to say north and west, but it's a total guess. Here we go. Yeah! Next question. Which famous writer was born in Stratford upon Avon? I don't know where half these people were born. Charles Dickens, probably London. He did these Victorian set stories. I don't know who Geoffrey Chaucer is. Agatha Christie does murder mysteries, but William Shakespeare, I think his name is even written on the sign below Stratford upon Avon that you're in his territory. William. Bill Shakespeare. Next question. Which county is called the Garden of England? It's tough. Ooh, I would say it was Devon or Cornwall, but I'm sure I heard this in a pub quiz one time. And pub quiz is where you pay money to do a quiz in a pub, obviously. And there are music rounds, film rounds, really fun, and you can win the money that everyone pays into this quiz. I'm pretty sure I remember it being in Kent. Here we go. Yes! Oh, or statement. Ooh, okay. Diverse West Midlands town in the heart of England. So London is in the south east of England. Cardiff is in the west, and it's in Wales. And Bristol is just below Cardiff, over the bridge. So it has to be the very multicultural Birmingham. Woohoo! Here we go. Almost there. So, what is the name of the stone wall that once built to keep... Oh, excuse my easy English. What is the name of the stone wall that was once built to keep the Picts in today's Scotland and out of the Roman Empire? I thought I knew it, but A, the Pict fence sounds obvious. B, the Scottish borders, that doesn't sound right. That just sounds like the line that you cross between England and Scotland. I would have said Hadrian's Wall. And Offa's Dyke, I think not, because that's just a river that separates two bits of land. I would say Hadrian's Wall, but the Pict fence has thrown me. However, the fact it says fence doesn't sound like something that would keep out Romans, whereas a wall sounds right, and I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. Here we go for 64. Yes! Woo! On the final straight. Here we go. 128,000. The question is, what is Stonehenge? Is it A, a prehistoric monument, B, an old castle, C, a palace, or D, a football club? I can tell you for sure it's not a football club, it's not a palace, and it's not an old castle. It's actually, if you've not seen it, it's worth Googling. It's an ancient circle of huge stones that weigh tons and tons, and I think they were dated to have come from Wales to the south of England, and it's kind of unknown how they did it, but for sure it was poor slaves, I imagine, who are dragging it for weeks on end. So I'm going to say it's a prehistoric monument. Boom, here we go. Into the big money, or big stars. Next question. Where is the world's biggest annual international arts festival held? A. Belfast, B. London, C. Cardiff, or D. Edinburgh? So I don't know about Belfast or Cardiff. I've never heard of a big arts festival that's international anyway. London has many arts festivals, but none that encompass the whole city. Whereas I know for a fact, after being a theatre technician for about 8 years, that D. Edinburgh has a really big arts festival. It has to be. Yes, come on. Two more for $1 million. What will I spend my gold stars on? Which country in the UK has the lowest population density? The lowest number of people per square kilometre. Oh god. A. Wales, B. Scotland, C. England, or D. Northern Ireland. God. I really don't know, because you'd think it wouldn't be England, but England's the biggest country out of all of them, so maybe it's not so simple. I might do a hint just to take one away, because I don't know. This is going to be a guess. Hint. The answer is not A. What was A? Wales. Okay. So Northern Ireland is pretty small compared to England and Scotland. But, yeah. This hasn't got anything to do with size at all. I mean, Scotland is just, the Highlands itself. Can't be many people living around there. And that makes up quite a big part of Scotland. So I'm going to go for Scotland, I think. Here we go. Come on, one more for $1 million. Okay. Oh, I think I know. I think it's between C and D. I mean, the Scottish Isles. Isles is, like Ireland, but I think that's a trick question, because the Shetland Islands are above above the country Scotland, and it has to be. I have no hints left. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, here we go. Am I sure? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes! I got $1 million. I can be a know-it-all because I won $1 million gold stars. Woohoo! There you go, I'm a millionaire. Ha ha ha. And still a know-it-all. This was supposed to humble me, but in fact now I feel even more big-headed. Have a go at yourself and follow the link below to take you to the website. It's a really fun quiz, and yeah, let me know how you get on in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, linked below also. We'll see you next time. Bye.